My name is Veronica Soto, and I'm going to be doing my informative speech on Pocahontas. Many people know the cartoon version of her life, but many people don't know the real version. There's a lot of similarities and differences what happened in her life and in the movie. Some similarities that happened in the movie and in the story is when that Pocahontas truly does meet John Smith, but she is an 11-year-old girl. She's not a woman. She's in the real story, she was 11 years old and he was 28 years old. In the movie, she was the chief's only daughter, and in real life, she had many brothers and sisters. Then in the movie, and in the similarity that they had is in the second movie, The Brave New World, and in her real life, she really marries John Ralph. Her real name, she was born in 1595. Her real name was Matoaka, but her nickname was Pocahontas. Her nickname Pocahontas means a playful one. As a young girl, she would play in the fort of the Englishmen, and she would play in the fort with the Englishmen. The relations with the Native Americans and the settlers weren't always smooth, and her friendship with them helped keep the peace. In 1610, she married an Indian man named Kocoum, and she lived with him in Potomac among other Indians, but her relationship with the Englishmen was not over. When the Englishmen didn't know where she lived, and when they finally found her and they kidnapped her for ransom. They took her back to England, and that's when she moved into a new settlement called Henrico, and she began to learn about the Christian faith, and there she met a tobacco planter named John Ralph. She was allowed freedom within the settlement and enjoyed her life with the colony. Then the Englishmen brought her back to the Indian tribe to collect the rest of the ransom, and she told her brothers that she wanted to go back to England to marry the man that she loved, which was John Ralph. So she ended up going back as a peace marriage to marry John Ralph, but he was a very religious man, and he wanted her to become Christian before he married her. So she ended up getting baptized, and they married on April 5th, 1614. Then in 1617, she died from pneumonia at 22 years old. Now I'm going to show you the PowerPoint. The real Pocahontas. This is her in her English attire. This is her as a cartoon in the movie Pocahontas and Pocahontas: The New World. This is John Smith as a real person. This is him in the cartoon version of the Disney movie. This is John Smith and Pocahontas. Pocahontas is a little girl and he's making dolls for her. This is John Ralph with her once they got married. This is John Ralph as a cartoon from the movie. This is this chief, her dad as a real person. This is a cartoon version of him. This is when she got baptized as a Christian in England. This is when John Ralph and Pocahontas got married. They had a child named Thomas Ralph, and this is their son with Pocahontas. And that's it.